Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video, I'm presenting you KeywordDokun, an AI agent that will specialize in competitor analysis, keyword research, and will help you create content. For the backend, we're going to use a platform named n8n.io, and for the front end, we're going to use v0.dev. Let me show you a demo of how everything is working in this case scenario. So this is the backend, which is n8n, and for the front end, we are using v0.dev. So let's try ask a question. Hey Keywordo, can you help me with the keyword research for shower filters? I'll press send. Hey Keywordo, can you help me with the keyword research for shower filters? Okay, the message went through. I'm just going to press on executions. Now currently I think he is doing the research, so as you can see right here, he is running. This is one of the previous executions, so don't mind that. And let's see exactly what it will pop up. Of course, you can ask anything else, like, hey, can you do for me competitor analysis? Or, hey, can you help me create content? Can you spy on my competitors? And everything else. So now, he replied. So if I'm going to press on executions, because basically this was what made this reply right here. So if I'm going to press on copy to editor, we can see that he used here a few tools. So just for information, all these tools, the keyword ideas, related keywords, SERP search, ranked keywords, and also the AI mode, in the backend, we are using data for SEO. So it's a powerful stack, so we can check the search volume for specific keywords, data about our competitors, and everything else, which is amazing. So all these tools, by the way, are connected to this workflow. So we have specific also context engineering that will give us like this sort of response. So if you want to press on keyword ideas, for example, you can see here shower head, then we see here filtered shower head, and more relevant data. So let's see the reply. We had the voice message once again, which was this. Hey Keywordo, can you help me with the keyword research for shower filters? Okay, so the data reveals a goldmine of opportunities in shower filters. Here's your domination strategy. So high impact opportunities for search. So here it shows, okay, this is data about our competitors. This is normal. Okay, we have a search volume of 60.5, 60K. Wow, that's very nice. But of course, the competition level is also good. Here we have also some hidden gems and niche opportunities keywords. So you can see here best shower filter for hard water, 2.9K. Transaction also we have here the CPCs and all other relevant data. We also have strategic content recommendation, which is this, your domination strategy, and so on. Also, we have here some suggestions. If we want, we can just create a content for that, analyze, build content clusters. I want to ask something else. Keyword, can you check also what people are asking for in regards to shower filters and hard water? I'm going to press send once again. And again, in the background, of which is n8n, our AI agent will work. He will use again these specific tools and we'll get all the research, all the data. So it will help us create that top ranking, let's say article or blog or whatever, even video. Depends of exactly how you're talking. Because basically this is same. I mean, it's powered by Gemini 2.5 Flash and Gemini 2.5 Pro. So it's the exact same AI that you are using daily as an example, but with some tweaks because he has a few tools here, as you can see right here, which is keyword research, competitor analysis, AI mode and data. Here we have keyword ideas. He's brainstorming keywords here because here he just put shower filters and he got tons of valuable keywords with high volume. They're relevant, which is super good. Also, we have related keywords, and again, it's a different function in data for SEO. We also have SERP, so this is SERP data getting the top 10 of our competitors, and we also have the AI mode here. So he will call AI mode during the process of content creation, which is amazing. Just for information, what is AI mode? So if you're going to go to Google right now, nowadays, if you want to go to Google, if it's not available yet, so it will be available soon maybe in your country, but you're going to see AI mode here. So if you're going to press here on AI mode, okay, let's put here top 10 shower filters, right? It will scrape, let's say 60 just now. It scraped in just a few seconds and it gave us all the relevant brands. So our mission with this agent, with KeywordDokun right here, is to get recommended in these top 10, right? So returning back, I'm just going to close that window. We're going to come back also to the other one. So we can see here that the response was succeeded. 1 minute it took for him to generate the response, and let's see what people are asking for about shower filters. Once again,
Keyword, can you check also what people are asking for in regards to shower filters and hard water?
okay, so I've uncovered precisely what people are asking about shower filters and hot water, revealing crucial opportunities to dominate the informational search landscape, right? So top questions people are asking for: do shower filters soften hot water? Then what is the best shower filter for hot water? How do shower filters work for hot water? So these are questions what people are currently asking for nowadays. An existing top content landscape and gaps for hot water shower filters. So here we even have some really top opportunities right there. So we have also some really very good references. Also, we have a strategic recommendation to dominate hot water shower filters queries. Here we go. This is absolutely fantastic. So once again, you can continue, and then you can create the content. Then I'm gonna go for the title. Then it'll create for you the body, and it'll even create for you the blog. I mean, that's the capabilities of Keyword Raccoon. And yeah, just to show you exactly in the front end, right? Because this is the agent, this is the body, it's his mind, it's his tools, and so on. So for the front end, we are using v0.dev. So if you don't know what v0.dev is, it's just same as Lovable that you've heard, same as Space44, maybe you've heard of. Uh, Basically, prompt and user message and design. That's all it is. So how we can set up this whole automation? If really the process is quite simple. And before we move towards that, I would like to inform you that this workflow will be available in my Keyword Labs Accelerator Pro community. So if you don't know what it is, this is just my fresh new school community. I just created it like 4 days ago. So here we are already 33 members. And here is also one testimonial that one of our community members, Craig, thank you once again for sharing. So he started here using Frankenstein before, which was wow, my previous version, which was 2 months ago, and he's ranking, which is a beautiful case. So here, for example, if or when you will join the Exactly School community, you can just write here keyword Raccoon, and you're gonna see here the AI agent. You will just download the workflows. We're gonna go back to n8n. Let's try to open a new workflow, and I'll show you how to set it up. We're gonna press on create workflow. We will also need to create another one for the second tool. So you can straight away open a new window and create another workflow. As you're here, you will need to import from file. So where you downloaded that, you want to just put here keyword Raccoon article agent. Boom. Press on save. Now same for the second one. Oops. Import from file. And here you go, the tools. And that's it. And now for the next step. I'm gonna go here. So we will need to import also in v0.dev. It's also quite simple. I'm gonna enter in v0.dev. So you need to log in or sign up if you didn't sign up. So here we will need to put our file, our zip file for v0. Just a moment, let me search for it. Okay, so here is the zip that will also be available there in the community, as I'm going to show you right here. So we have the v0 interface for keyword Raccoon, right? So I'm going to open it. I'll just drop it here. Start chat. So what you're doing right now, you're just uploading the repository of the specific interface that I showed you before, which is basically this one right here, right? So you're uploading just that. Here, just don't show gay. Again, it doesn't matter. And here it is, light mode, white mode. It's that simple. So the next step that you need to do is go back to the initial workflow that you uploaded. I'm gonna press here. We're gonna press on production URL. You're gonna press on post right here. Just copy it. Go back here. So please change the webhook to this one. Remove the old one, right? I could write just replace, but whatever. And that's it. That's all you need to do right now. And as you're gonna go back, you will need to set up a few of these tools. So you will need to set up the tools, and you also need to set up the data right here, which is gonna be your API key for Firecrawl. And then we're gonna go to the sub workflow where we will need to set up data for SEO. But so far, you just put a webhook, you went here, we inform Vue0, hey, just change the original webhook to this one, so it will change it to this one exactly, which is yours. Next, we will need to go to set data. So this is the set data node. You're just going to press on that. And here you're going to have your API key. By the way, don't mind this because there's no answer yet. So your API key. For that, we are using Firecrawl. Why are we using Firecrawl? So we can scrape a few websites, even our website when it's relevant. So we're going to go to Firecrawl. We're going to go to dashboard, sign in, sign up, go to dashboard, press in API keys. Here you're going to have your API key, just copy it, go back to your workflow, paste it here, done. That's all we need to do here. And okay, let's test out how everything works out so far. Vue0 is still working here, okay. In the meantime, let's check that all the tools are properly configured to the right workflow. So let's do them step by step. Don't mind this yet because this HTTP request node right here is responsible for this code. Why? Because inside the chat, by the way, because you're gonna be from different countries, right? You can be from Denmark, from Netherlands, from US, from Canada, from New Zealand. So depending on that, choose the correct language and country, because it's for data for SEO, right? So moving towards that, let's say the brain. Here, I've chosen 2.5 Flash, and also as a backup model, I've chosen 2.5 Pro in case any errors are happening. So as you're going to press right here, just log in with your Gemini credentials, put your go aistudio.google.com, get your API key, and just post it here. Select the correct model, which is Gemini 2.5 Flash, and maybe in future, if it's 3.0, just choose 3.0. Same goes for Pro. For the memory, of course, here you can put different memories. You can add even Postgres or, I don't know, ZEP memory, but for now, just keep it simple. We have a context window length of 12 messages. We also have a think tool that lets the AI think in case there's a lot of data. And now comes for data for SEO and Firecrawl tools right here. So, starting with keyword ideas. As you're going to enter inside, you will see this, right? But you need to make sure that it's connected to the correct workflow. And to know connected that workflow, you need to name the workflow. So here, let's name it Keywordo Kun demo, right? And here are tools. I'll just copy this. And here is the original workflow, which is Keywordo Kun demo. So going for that, now if you want to press on the tools, please make sure that you have this selected here for these tools. Because when you'll import, I think for you it will be empty. So have a look once again, maybe take a screenshot if you want. I'm going to press here. I'm going to press on search, demo. And here we have laboratory Keywordo demo tools, right? We select this, and again, make sure that all of these are connected. Doing the same for the next one, related keywords. We have here, demo, Keywordo demo tools. Again, please have a look at these to be properly correct. Then the next, SERP search. Doing the same thing, connecting to the exact this workflow, right? Make sure that all of these are correct. Then going to rank keywords. Same thing, demo, Keywordo Kun. And here you go. Also make sure that the description is there. And then we have internal links. Same thing. Demo, tools, select, boom, save. URL search. So before you put the API, so here you don't need to touch anything, so it's okay. And also you have the AI mode. Same thing here. Demo, Keywordo Kun, AI mode, country code, keyword is also automatically right here. And that's it. That's how you set up the workflow. We're going to press on save. And now also make sure that you set here your API for Gemini. So again, you press here, you put your API key from AI Google Studio, and that's it. Now, Vue0 finished. We're going to press on save. We will need to go now towards the tools. So if you're going to press here, you're going to see here this arrow. Just press on that. So it will redirect us to our original workflow. So from this workflow, which is our tools, here we have a few tools, which is SERP analysis, related keywords, keyword ideas, competitor ranked keywords, and AI mode and internal links. So what are all these tools? So as I mentioned before, they are using data for SEO in the backend. So if we're going to go to data for SEO, you need to log in or sign up. So if we're going to go to the playground, here you're going to see a lot of possibilities, right? So if you're going to press on SERP, and I'm going to press here, there's organic search. So this is the exact tool. And let's say here, I'm going to write shower filters, right? Because that's an example that we used before. I'm going to press on request. So here it's giving us a lot of data, keyword data. And here in this case is organic search. So basically our top 10 competitors, top 20 competitors, and so on. But as you can see, it's a lot of crazy stuff right here. So that's one of the reason why we are having here a few code nodes that will filter that data and present it for us in a proper format so we can feed it a keyword Dakun so he will not be confused, right? Also, we have the AI mode as I mentioned before. This AI mode is the exactly same thing as you're using, apologies, in Google, right? So the exact same thing, this is the exact same node, AI mode, and that's AI mode. So it's calling even these tools to get also data from our top competitors and also from SERP, so we can nail that AI on organic search. Okay, so going back to the tool workflow. So you will need to set up just this HTTP request node. So go here, make sure that all of this is correct. You will need to press on basic auth right here. And here you need to put your email, and here you'll need to put your API key that you can get it from data for SEO. As you can see, API access, and you can send the API towards your email, just copy it and put it here. And do the exact same thing with all of them. And that's it, except the internal link, because here anyway it's covered because you mentioned before the API key for Firecrawl in the set data. So you will just need to set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just put your API, just connect to the accounts, and that will be it. And yeah, okay. So congratulations. That's how you set up this automation. Now, let's see what Visio did for us. So let's say I'll write here, hi, Jai. Okay, it works. If I'm gonna go here, if I'm gonna press on executions, let's see if he got here the, I can see the webhook URL, Articulo, okay. I think I'll need to change the webhook URL, going back to the editor, going here, because I think here I had the same name. So here I'm gonna put keyword kun, right? I'm gonna press on production URL, copy, going back, going, please replace the old URL with this one, right? Webhook. Is that simple, guys. You don't need to do any coding here, nothing. Just upload the zip, change the webhook, test it. Now it didn't work. I'm like, okay, I already have a previous webhook, so I created a new one. And now just to make sure that the connection here is done. So it's post to webhook and response to webhook, which is basically here, which is post and respond back to webhook. Now this is done. Let's test it out now. And hi. Response error. Okay, it's not active. So now we need to set it to active. And now let's try it once again. Hello. Going back to the workflow, I'll press on executions to see if it's executing. Okay, congratulations. Now it's fully connected. So connected. It's that simple, guys. Just follow all the steps that I showed you before. Nothing complicated here. If you have any questions, you can ask inside the Skool community, because here you're going to have basically if you're going to press in the community. This is the free community, and also have the pro community. In the pro community and also in the free community. But this workflow will be available all in the pro, so please feel free to join. As we're going to go back here, you can ask here for questions. So in case if you encounter any problems, ask some questions. I will gladly help you with that. But so far, it's so easy to set up. It's doing bonkers. If you want, I will now even continue from the previous one that we have done, right? So let's say, okay, the AI will guide you also to create the content. So here I'm going to write, okay, create a comprehensive guide, do shower filters, stuff and what. Okay, perfect. I'll just send this because again, you can send messages and you can send text. This is still connected to our previous one, so we still have the memory from before. And yeah, let's see what content we can create, because usually it goes first the title, then it goes the introduction, then it goes the skeleton, then it goes the body, and then you make all the modifications and the EAT integration. Just for information, how to create a perfect article. It's available in the free community. You can just go to Classrooms. Also here, you're going to have some AI tools that you can use. Basically, some information about AI tools, same as V0, Manus, Claude, Perplexity, Make, Canva, and so on. These are the daily tools that I am using. Here also going to have access to some of my old workflows. So please do feel free to join because this is a free community. We also have here just some basic data like what is EAT, the anatomy of a perfect blog post, how to create one, right? So what else you need here? I mean, just complete the lessons, just check, hey, how to write a proper blog post, because it's very important now. And the reason why is because the internet now is currently changing fully because here, what we are doing right now is the next step in search. If you haven't heard of GEO, basically SEO, which is search engine optimization. In this case scenario, this is a generative engine optimization. So we are preparing the content for that AI mode, for that Perplexity, for that Gemini and ChatGPT, right? If you ask yourself why your content is unsuccessful, why your blogs are not ranking, it's because you're missing research and analysis. So I think that really this tool right here, which is our article, which is Keywordakun, will really be useful for you. I will just for now close this window so you can see here just a few information. I'm just going to share with you a few insights. So the solution of GEO is a strategy for making your content the most trusted and citable source for AI-powered answer engines. So also for that, just make sure that your website, your business also has the real expertise, also it has the real AI readability and also verifiable trust, because that's very important from the EAT purposes. And yeah, just make sure to do that. How it works, it's quite simple. I mean, it analyzes, research, build, create the content with authority, and optimize, which is speak the language of search. That's what we're doing also in the whole chat with Mr. Keywordakun, because he's really doing a great job. Now you can see straight away he started creating for me the outline for our article, and it's beautiful because all of this is using, as I mentioned before, Gemini, Dataverse VO, Firecrawl. We have a very complicated, by the way, system prompt right here. So if you're going to press on Keywordakun, you can see his system message. So it's quite long, but it's also very detailed. So AI, Gemini, will understand exactly what to do in what specific step based on specific keywords and users' request. So I will say, yep, so far that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I hope you liked it. I'll even make myself bigger. So I hope you liked it. Once again, thank you for watching the video. It was my pleasure. Just drop some comments if you have some questions, and I'm gonna see you in the community. Have a great day ahead.